Have you ever been told something as a kid that just stuck with you? A tiny little comment, maybe even said with good intentions, that ended up shaping your entire life? Today, I want to tell you a story about a man named Leo and the one sentence that followed him for decades. When Leo was 8 years old, he was clumsy. He'd trip over his own feet, spill his milk, and was always the last one picked for sports. One day, after a particularly bad fall during a school race, his well-meaning coach patted him on the back and said, "Leo, you're just not built for sports. You've got a mind for books, not a body for the field." And that was it. The sentence was sealed. From that day on, Leo believed it. He buried himself in books, aced his exams, and became a brilliant academic. But he avoided anything physical. He'd make excuses to get out of gym class, never join a team, and even as an adult, the idea of going to a gym filled him with a cold dread. He was the book guy, not the sports guy. This belief system, built on a single offhand comment, became his identity. He told himself he was uncoordinated, weak, and physically incapable. He'd watch his friends go hiking or play a casual game of basketball, and a part of him would feel a pang of longing, but the voice in his head would immediately shut it down. That's not for you, Leo. Remember, you're not built for it. His life was good. He had a successful career as a history professor, a loving family, and a sharp mind. But there was always a disconnect. He felt like a spectator in his own body, a brain being carried around by a vessel he didn't trust or understand. This feeling grew stronger when his own son started playing soccer. Leo would go to the games, cheering from the sidelines, but he felt like an imposter. He couldn't kick the ball around with his son in the backyard without feeling a profound sense of inadequacy. The turning point came on his 40th birthday. His son gave him a gift, a simple, brand new soccer ball. Holding it, Leo felt the weight of all the years he had spent on the sidelines. He looked at his son's hopeful face and realized the lie he'd been living wasn't just holding him back, it was about to be passed down. Was he going to teach his son that people are defined by their limitations? That week, Leo did something terrifying. He went for a run. It was slow. It was awkward. He felt like everyone was staring. His lungs burned, and every part of him screamed to stop, to go back to the safety of his books. But he didn't. He ran until he couldn't anymore, and the next day, he did it again. Then, he hired a personal trainer. He was honest with her. He said, "I'm 40 years old, and I believe I'm fundamentally unathletic. I want you to prove me wrong." The first few months were brutal. He faced his clumsiness, his lack of stamina, and the decades of negative self-talk head-on. Every dropped weight, every failed push-up, felt like a confirmation of the coach's words from so long ago. But his trainer was patient. She didn't just train his body, she retrained his mind. She taught him that strength isn't about being perfect, it's about showing up. She celebrated the small victories, the first full push-up, the first 5-kilometer run without stopping, the first time he caught a medicine ball without fumbling. Slowly, something inside Leo started to shift. He began to see his body not as a liability, but as an instrument. He learned about nutrition, about muscle groups, about proper form. The man who thought he was built for books was now fascinated by the science of human movement. He wasn't just getting stronger physically, he was deconstructing the lie that had defined him. One sunny afternoon, about a year later, Leo was in the park with his son. They were kicking the soccer ball back and forth. Leo wasn't a professional athlete. He was still a bit clumsy sometimes. But he was there, he was playing, he was laughing. His son kicked the ball a little too high, and without thinking, Leo jumped, chested it down, and passed it back perfectly. His son's eyes went wide. "Whoa, Dad. That was cool." In that moment, Leo wasn't the boy who couldn't run. He wasn't the man who was built for books. He was just a dad, playing with his son. The old lie was finally gone, replaced by the simple, powerful truth of what he had just done. Leo's story is a powerful reminder. How many of us are living by a script that someone else wrote for us years ago? A teacher, a parent, a friend, or even a clumsy coach. These labels, not creative, bad at math, too shy, can become self-fulfilling prophecies if we let them. But they are not permanent. We have the power to challenge them, to test them, and ultimately, to write a new story for ourselves. What's the lie you've been telling yourself? And more importantly, what are you going to do to prove it wrong? Thanks so much for watching. If this story resonated with you, hit that like button and subscribe for more content just like this. See you in the next one.